Alright guys, welcome to Zandvoort, our first week of Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Welcome to follow our testing on Monday and Tuesday. See you. Very much nice. Looks pretty good. First time seeing the car on delivery. Looks nice. New helmet for the Porsche Cup. So as you can see, the new helmet doesn't have any spoiler like the old one has. I always want to have a spoiler, but actually I cannot fit into the Porsche with that helmet. That's why we made a new one. So the design is very cool.
Controlled, which means all the lights go on and they go off, but it's like random between, let's say, 0 and 4 seconds.
Yeah. So when
all the lights
are on, full throttle,
yes,
and I wait, lights off.
Yes, and what they will do is they will, when you line up in P1, P2, there will be another car there.
Yeah.
So you have a comparison with the other car as well, which is a good thing. But let's say if you bugger down, there's nobody in the rear that can hit you.
first test day here in Zandvoort is now done. It's Monday of the race week, and yeah, the feeling with the car was actually quite good. Still a lot of things to learn for me, so that's why it's really interesting also. But yeah, the day went quite well. In the beginning, I was just getting feeling for the car. The whole morning we had used tires on the car, and yeah, we used then 2 new sets today. Could try to do some lap times, but there's also quite many things to learn actually. All these things when you have a new set of tires, how to do the warm up, when the tire is in the fastest condition, let's say, how to use it, because it's quite different than let's say, I don't know, 50 laps run tire. So it's a really tricky to try to find the optimal feeling for the tire and the car. So it went quite well. I think there is a lot of fast drivers here today, some Super Cup drivers also, and yeah, I think we are quite close to the guys who we will be actually competing with this weekend. So that's quite positive. It was only the first day, so yeah, good feeling overall from the first test. So yeah, basically the 992 Cup car is quite tricky car to drive. It's all the time is basically made on braking into the corners, and then yeah, just quick rotation on the car, and then rest of the time is made on the exit. I know it sounds like all the driving is done, but basically it's not so similar than maybe other GT cars and circuit cars where you actually can carry quite a lot of speed when rolling with the car through the corners, but because this one doesn't have much aerodynamics and stuff, it's all about braking, tight turning, and then early on the power to get the car rotated and exit. So not so easy for me to adapt, but I think it went quite well. Yeah, the setup also on these cars is really simple. You cannot change much. Basically, roll bars front and rear, ride height of the car, which can affect quite a lot. It's basically you can do pitch of the car quite a lot, rear higher or lower. It depends a lot on the balance. It changes the balance of the car a lot. Of course, then toe and camber of the alignment and tires. So small, quite simple things, but you can make some difference with these. And of course, from even they are small things, you need to find the best one from there. So we did a bit of testing, and I think now we have a quite good base of what we will continue tomorrow. So yeah, already now we had some other cars on the track. Actually, we didn't do any proper racing with anybody. Everybody was either on a fast lap or cool down or warm up. So then you just passed people or let them pass you if you're cooling down or warming up. So not really into the racing thing yet, but for sure it will be really interesting. One of the most interesting points of being in this circuit race will be driving door to door with different people and with different cars, what I'm not used to. In drifting, yes, but there you don't need to overtake. So here I need to hopefully not block too much, because that means I'm slow, but hopefully I can try to use some overtaking opportunities and stuff. But yeah, let's see. Now the Monday is done, and let's see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the official test day of the series. Other drivers will be here, and let's see then where we are with the pace, and it will be more interesting. So the morning has been going quite well. We tried actually a bit more setup options this morning, a bit different car balance also. Also, my race engineer Dor came today. He couldn't be here yesterday, so just getting up to speed with him and seeing a bit what we should try with the car. The changes are small what we can do, but we try to find something new. So yeah, basically the test day on the track is quite different than in rallying. Usually in rallying we do only 1 or 2 runs, then we change some setup or try some things. Of course in rally car we can do so much more also different setups, and we can try much more things than in the cup car. We are really limited. I'm not so used to the thing that you need to prepare the tire in a certain way and then just have 1 or 2 laps when the tire is really fast. Like now in the morning, just when I prepare the tire and when I'm going to fast lap, you have traffic or red flag or something. So it's not so easy to have clean sessions, but we have been working on that. I think definitely as a rookie it will be really difficult, like I said, to prepare the tires and to, let's say, have the optimal pace on qualifying. It's not so easy to have the clean and perfect lap when you need to work really on everything. You need to make the tire work, and you have really small window when you need to make the time. Of course on track you need a lot of good timing, like I said, so you don't have traffic and red flags and stuff. So I think that's really new for me also, to try to find my track position. Already now in the practice I can feel that actually it's not so easy when I'm going around and I'm waiting for the guys to go or fast lappers to pass. It's not so easy for me to try to find the timing for myself and the gap for myself. So this will be difficult, I think, in the beginning. And then of course the race is totally new stuff with the door-to-door fighting and stuff.
Yeah, that is very interesting. That is first time for me in the circuit and race like that, Porsche Cup, and that is pretty interesting. And of course, it's nice to see the first Kalle's events this weekend, and in the practice going quite well in the beginning, and we will see in this afternoon is how he can manage right setup on the car. I not have the experience, only in the TV, and but what I see here is quite interesting and very tight. And okay, now is everybody have the similar car, and there is professional drivers. So many looks very good.
Well, of course, we are trying to put ourselves in a position as well that with Red Ant Racing we want to be a front-running team, and it's very natural that you're searching for talent. It was something that maybe Kalle wanted to do, but there was obviously an interest for ourselves, knowing from Dor that he's very good in feedback, that he is a very precise driver. So it was pretty easy for us to get going with him, because he's proving it already after 1 day of testing. So it's good. It's refreshing to see that we have an experienced driver, even though it's on a different territory. We are pretty happy with feedback and the speed that he's showing. Well, I think there's not a lot of secrets. There's a racing track. There's you have a circuit, you have some corners, and I think where he makes the difference with a lot of drivers is the feeling that he gets from the car, the feedback that he receives from the machine, and how he translates it to the engineering department is pretty impressive. And we've known a couple of drivers that have been at a certain level of racing, and you can tell straight away, even though he comes from rally, it's the first time on a circuit, but he knows what he's doing. He knows how he needs to feel a car, and he's a great support to our engineers in making the car go faster. Kalle is a racing driver, a pure racing driver, which means that the first number of laps that he was doing here in Zandvoort, for instance, getting ready for the first race that he's doing, like everybody, he wanted to do it a little bit too quick, too soon. So we had to slow him down a little bit in his actions inside the car. But from there on, he's been working very methodically, very progressively, and I think at the end of the day, he was pretty competitive for the Benelux level. Yeah.
Oy!